In pictures. Egypt holds funeral for Hosni Mubarak. Egypt held a full honors military funeral on Wednesday for the country's former president Hosni Mubarak, who stepped down amid a popular uprising during the 2011 Arab Spring that swept much of the region. A few dozen Mubarak supporters, clad in black and carrying posters of the former president, had gathered since morning at a mosque complex in an eastern New Cairo neighborhood, where Mubarak's body was brought for the funeral service. The Republican Guard carried Mubarak's coffin wrapped in the Egyptian flag. The 91-year-old Mubarak died on Tuesday at a Cairo military hospital. He was admitted to hospital on January 21 with intestinal obstruction and underwent surgery, after which he was treated in intensive care. To the outside world. Mubarak symbolized so much of Egypt's modern history, but his rule of nearly 30 years ended after hundreds of thousands of young Egyptians rallied for 18 days of unprecedented street protests in Cairo's Tahrir Square and elsewhere in 2011, forcing him to step down. Perhaps ironically, Mubarak's funeral service was held at the Tantawi Mosque in eastern Cairo, named for now retired Field Marshal Hussein Tantawi, who headed the military council that ran Egypt following Mubarak's removal and until the election of President Mohamed Morsi in 2012. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi attended the service, which was to be followed later in the day by burial at the cemetery in Heliopolis, an upscale Cairo district that was Mubarak's home for most of his rule and where he lived until his death. On Tuesday, el-Sisi extended condolences to the former president's family, including his widow Suzanne and two sons, wealthy businessman Alaa and Mubarak's one-time heir apparent Gamal.